So, hello students and welcome back again. In this lecture, we would be talking about the concepts of supercoiling, the concept of negative supercoiling, positive supercoiling, as well as the activity of a very important enzyme that is referred to as topoisomerase. आज के इस लेक्चर में हम लोग पॉजिटिव सुपरकॉइलिंग, नेगेटिव सुपरकॉइलिंग और टोपोआइसोमरेज के बारे में स्टडी करने वाले हैं. जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं अपनी स्क्रीन पे, there is a double-stranded DNA model in front of you. This double-stranded DNA model has certain key important properties, such as the 10.4 number of base pair per helix is present in this double-stranded DNA molecule. This DNA molecule has a width of 20 angstrom. इस डीएनए का जो विड्थ होता है, क्योंकि मैं बी डीएनए के बारे में बात कर रहा हूं, एंड बी डीएनए इज द मोस्ट कॉमन फॉर्म ऑफ डीएनए विच इज प्रेजेंट इन द लिविंग वर्ल्ड. सो द बी डीएनए हैज 20 angstrom in its width. The width of the B DNA is 20 angstrom. So this would be the width of the B DNA, and this width is equivalent to 20 angstrom. Okay. Then the length of each helix length in the case of this DNA is equivalent to, the helix length in the case of this DNA is equivalent to 34 angstrom. That would be the helix length in the case of this B DNA. The number of base pair per helix. The number of base pair per helix would be equals to 10.4 number of base pair per helix of the DNA molecule. These are the number of base pair per helix of the DNA molecule. Then the distance in between the two adjacent nitrogenous base is equal to 3.4 angstrom in this DNA. There are two grooves which are being organized over this DNA. One is called as the major groove, another one is called as the minor groove. There is one groove which is referred to as the major groove, and this major groove is the groove which is the binding site for several different proteins. Major groove वो जगह होती है जहां पर बहुत सारी proteins आके bind कर सकती हैं. It is at this point that large number of proteins can effectively bind to the DNA molecule. It is called as the major groove. Okay. Then there is another groove which is present, and that is referred to as the minor groove. In the minor groove, the nucleotides are being exposed, and because of this exposure of nucleotide, the minor groove is the area where several different types of drugs have been designed to bind, specifically those drugs which inhibit DNA polymerization और द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ कैंसर. माइनर ग्रूव के ऊपर हम ड्रग्स को डिजाइन करते हैं, ऐसी ड्रग्स को डिजाइन करते हैं जो कि डायरेक्टली कैंसर को इनहिबिट कर सकती हैं, डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन को इनहिबिट कर सकती हैं, और ये ड्रग जाके बाइंड कर लेती हैं माइनर ग्रूव पे, इनहिबिट कर देती हैं डीएनए को डिवीजन के लिए फ्रॉम द माइनर ग्रूव. ओके. सो these drugs are going to bind, and these drugs are chemotherapeutic drugs. Chemotherapeutic drugs. Okay. Next, now let us look at this animation and try to understand the concepts that are given here.
Under normal physiological conditions, the average structure of DNA has about 10.5 base pairs per turn of the helix. Therefore, the linking number...
See, under normal physiological conditions, many of the students who have studied in their class 12th or in their graduation that DNA has 10 number of base pair per helix. It is not true. Actually, this DNA molecule has 10.4 number of base pair per helix. Certain authors takes it equivalent to 10.5 in order to facilitate the calculations to take place. Exact is 10.4. Strayer book of biochemistry write it as 10.4. In the case of Watson, it is given 10.5. In the case of CSIR questions, it has been considered 10.5 because it is much more easier for calculations. So you must consider it equivalent to 10.5 or whatever is given in the question paper. Now, sir, what do you mean by 10.5? सर ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा है सर, ये एक हेलिक्स के अंदर सर ये 10.5 बेस पेयर कैसे हो सकते हैं, आप आधा बेस पेयर कैसे डिवाइड कर सकते हो? एक्चुअली it is not about the division of the half base pair. The thing is that when an important experiment was being performed, and that experiment was referred to as mica experiment. Now in this particular experiment what was being done, इस एक्सपेरिमेंट में क्या किया गया था जरा सुनेंगे. इस एक्सपेरिमेंट में एक माइका की शीट के ऊपर डीएनए को लिया गया था. ओवर अ माइका शीट डीएनए वाज बीइंग टेकन, ओके, एंड when DNA was being taken over a sheet of mica, then what was being done? Once the DNA was being taken over the sheet of mica, then this DNA was being cleaved with the help of several restriction endonucleases. ये देखिए, ये डीएनए को लिया गया एक माइका शीट के ऊपर. मैं इस एक्सपेरिमेंट को आपको बता रहा हूँ, इसका नाम है माइका एक्सपेरिमेंट. ओके, दिस इज माइका एक्सपेरिमेंट. This is the DNA that has been taken. Now this DNA is being treated with several restriction endonucleases. Treated with restriction endonuclease, okay, with RE. When this DNA is being treated with restriction endonuclease, DNA was fragmented. DNA टुकड़ों में टूट गया. बेटा जब DNA टुकड़ों में टूटा तो इसके जो फ्रेगमेंट्स निकले, उन सब फ्रेगमेंट्स को क्या किया गया? इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस किया गया. Okay, the DNA which was being fragmented, electrophoresis of the DNA fragments was performed. Electrophoresis of DNA fragments. Electrophoresis of DNA fragments. When DNA fragments were being electrophoresed, then what we got was an electrophoresis gel. इसके बाद में हमें मिला बेटा एक electrophoresis gel. क्या मिला? हमें एक electrophoresis gel मिला. और इस electrophoresis gel के अंदर, sorry, let me change the color. When we got an electrophoresis gel, then in this electrophoresis gel, the DNA was found to occupy certain bands. DNA कुछ particular जगह पे ही अपने bands को show कर रहा था. जिन जिन जगह पे वो अपने bands को show कर रहा था, those were being identified and analyzed. Okay, these bands were being identified and then analyzed. And when they were being analyzed, they were being found to be in the multiple of 10.5. यहाँ पर एक लेडर होती है, अगर आप लोगों ने थोड़ा सा ढंग से पढ़ा है तो आपको पता होगा, there is a molecule that is referred to as ladder, and this ladder is present. Okay, so there is a blue color ladder and these bands are present. There are several number of bands. So the size of the DNA was being estimated, and now the DNA size which was being found was in the multiple of 10.5. Okay, DNA size in multiple of DNA size in multiple of 10.5 of 10.5. 10.5 के मल्टीपल में होगा, यानी कि सबसे छोटा भी जो डीएनए आया ना, उसका साइज कितना था? 21 बेस पेयर. Then the next DNA was of 21 plus 10.5, it was approximately 32 base pair. Then 21 to ja 42 base pair. This is the type of DNA fragments that were being obtained. Ultimately, it was being decided that the DNA is made up of 10.5 number of base pair in a particular helix. I have the replica of this experiment in front of you, in front of myself. So I would be sharing that replica of this experiment with you all. Just wait for a second. You can just zoom in. This is the mica experiment which was being considered. ये वो mica experiment था जो किया गया. अब क्लासरूम प्रोग्राम के अंदर हम ये सब चीजें प्रॉम्प्ट से पढ़ाते हैं तो वो थोड़ा इजी रहता है. ये देखिए, ये डीएनए के स्ट्रैंड्स हैं. इसे मैंने एक माइका पे ले लिया है. दिस इज द माइका एंड देन इट हैज बीन चॉप्ड ऑफ. इसे मैंने अलग अलग जगह पे क्लीव किया. जब क्लीव किया और यहाँ पर मैं इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस करूंगा, इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस के बैंड्स के साथ में इसका कंपैरिजन करूंगा और मुझे पता चलेगा दैट द डीएनए each strand of the DNA is actually having 10.5 number of base pair per helix. So this experiment was referred to as the MICA experiment. इसीलिए इस experiment का नाम क्या पड़ गया, MICA experiment कर गया, क्योंकि DNA को माइका के ऊपर रखा गया था, फिर उसे क्लीव कराया गया था. तो बेटा इस एक्सपेरिमेंट के अंदर ये 10.5 कैसे आया, किस तरीके से आया, टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट पॉइंट प्लीज लुक हियर. आप यहां पर देखें, 10.5 was being known because it is the part of the DNA that one was being exposed at the major groove. DNA major groove पे माइका से सबसे दूर था और वहीं पे एंडोन्यूक्लियस इसे कट कर पाए, इसीलिए आपको मिल गया 10.5 का वैल्यू. दिस इज हाउ द नंबर ऑफ बेस पेयर was actually determined to be 10.5 and not 10 number of base pair as given in NCERT, as told to you in your school or colleges. Okay. Therefore, through the MICA experiment, it was being determined that the normal number of base pair per helix is equal to 10.5 number of base pair per helix of the DNA. Okay. So what would be the number of base pair in a DNA which is going to be completely relaxed? अगर एक DNA पूरी तरीके से relaxed है तो उसके अंदर कितने नंबर ऑफ बेस पेयर होंगे? इस बात को समझने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, किसी भी DNA के अंदर जितने भी नंबर ऑफ बेस पेयर हैं उन्हें 10.5 से जब हम डिवाइड कर देंगे तो हमारे पास में एक वैल्यू आएगी. उस वैल्यू को हम बोलते हैं LK not. LK not will be referred to as standard linking number, and this standard linking number equal to number of base pair divided by 10.5. Number of base pair in a DNA divided by 10.5. ये एक वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी, ये वैल्यू हो जाएगी बेटा स्टैंडर्ड लिंकिंग नंबर. नाउ हाउ दिस नंबर इज टू बी कैलकुलेटेड, लेट अस सी.
Fully relaxed DNA can be calculated by dividing the total number of base pairs by 10.5 to find the number of twists. This
See, in the completely relaxed DNA, now supposingly I have taken an example. अगर हमने यहाँ पर एक एग्जाम्पल ले लिया और एग्जाम्पल में हमने एक ऐसा DNA लिया है जिसके अंदर कितने हैं, 378 बेस पेयर हैं. हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ बेस पेयर्स आर देयर? 378 base pair. Then what would be the value of LK naught? The value of LK naught equal to 378 divided by 10.5. Okay, 10.5. The value comes out to be equal to 36. Okay, this is the value that we have calculated. The value is 36. So this value will be that of the standard linking number called as LK naught. As you can see, this DNA is lying in a plane. So this linking number we know that is equal to twist plus width. But can you tell me what is the value of width? देखिए लिंकिंग नंबर को हम ट्विस्ट और वृत्त के जोड़ से लिखते हैं, लेकिन वृत्त की वैल्यू कितनी है इसके अंदर, कोई बताएगा मुझे? लिख के जरा बताइए चैट बॉक्स में कि वृत्त की वैल्यू है कितनी इसके अंदर. ओके, सो if you are going to look at the value of width here, because this is lying in a plane, so the value of width of course is 0. This is the value of width which is equal to 0. So here the value linking number equal to twist is equal to 36. और इन दोनों का वैल्यू कितना आ जाएगा, इन दोनों का वैल्यू किसके बराबर आ जाएगा, 36 के बराबर आ जाएगा. कोई डाउट है तो, अगर कोई डाउट है तो चैट बॉक्स में लिखिए, मैं आंसर कर दूंगा. Otherwise, we are going to move forward.
linking number is assigned the symbol LK naught.
Okay, such type of linking number is assigned the symbol LK naught, and such type of linking number is called as the standard linking number. Moving forward.
If writhes are introduced to the DNA without changing the number of twists, the linking number changes.
Now in the same DNA, now writhe are going to be introduced. There are 4 writhe that are going to be introduced without changing the twist, without changing the linking number. That means this DNA is said to be topologically constrained. कैसा डीएनए है पहले तो आप ये पहचानिए, ये डीएनए कैसा है, टोपोलॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंड है। क्यों मैं ये बोल रहा हूं ये डीएनए टोपोलॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंड है, इसका मैं रीजन आपको बता रहा हूं। लॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंड, कंस्ट्रेंड का मतलब होता है रुका हुआ, कंस्ट्रेंड। ओके, सो प्लीज डू लुक हियर why I am saying this DNA is topologically constrained. Read it. Sorry, I will have to rub that out. If writes are introduced to the DNA without changing the number of twists, the linking number changes. The difference between the actual linking number and LK naught is the linking difference. So we are going to see that what is the linking difference and how linking difference is going to be calculated and tabulated. Okay, listen here.
The difference between the actual linking number and LK naught is the linking difference. If the
Now-
linking difference is significantly less than 0, the DNA is negatively supercoiled.
Now, if this DNA is not topologically constrained and it changes its linking number, अगर ये DNA topologically constrained नहीं था और इसने अपना लिंकिंग नंबर चेंज कर दिया, जब इसका लिंकिंग नंबर चेंज हो गया तो नया जो इसका लिंकिंग नंबर आया वो आया 32। पुराना लिंकिंग नंबर, स्टैंडर्ड लिंकिंग नंबर कितना था, 36। देन व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दिस चेंज इन द लिंकिंग नंबर? देन डेल्टा एल के का मतलब क्या होता है बेटा, चेंज इन लिंकिंग नंबर इक्वल टू व्हाट इज डेल्टा एल के माइनस एल के नॉट. Okay, this is written. Linking number, the actual linking number present in the DNA, subtract it out from the standard linking number, you will get the linking difference. तो यहां पर आपने देखा इस डीएनए का अब जो लिंकिंग नंबर आ रहा है वो कितना आ रहा है, 32 आ रहा है। अगर टोपोलॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंट होता तो 32 नहीं आता, तो कितना आता बेटा, 36 ही रहता। अगर टोपोलॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंट होता तो 36 ही रहता। यहां पर इन्होंने टोपोआइसोमरेज से ट्रीटमेंट किया है, इसीलिए उसका लिंकिंग नंबर चेंज हुआ है। अगर टोपोआइसोमरेज से ट्रीटमेंट नहीं करते तो लिंकिंग नंबर सेम होना चाहिए था। तो यहां पर लिंकिंग नंबर क्योंकि चेंज हुआ है तो ये टोपोलॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंट इस कंडीशन में तो था, लेकिन अब ये टोपोलॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंट नहीं रहा है। नाउ इट इज नॉट टोपोलॉजिकली कंस्ट्रेंट डीएनए मॉलिक्यूल। ओके, now it is not a topologically constrained DNA molecule, so this is very important. Next, so here you get the linking difference equal to -4. -4 means that when linking difference is less, linking number is less than the LK naught, it is said to be negatively supercoiled. If I am going to make a नंबर सिस्टम स्केल, मैंने एक नंबर स्केल बना दिया, देखो यहां पर एक स्केल बना दिया भाई, एक लंबा सा। इस स्केल के अंदर मैं आपको क्या बताना चाह रहा हूं, एक कंडीशन है जिसमें है डीएनए अपना रिलैक्स। बेटा डीएनए रिलैक्स कब होता है? डीएनए रिलैक्स जब होता है जब उसका लिंकिंग नंबर कितने के बराबर हो जाता है, व्हेन द लिंकिंग नंबर बिकम्स इक्विवेलेंट टू LK naught, then the DNA is said to be relaxed. When the linking number of the DNA becomes equal to the standard linking number, then the DNA is said to be relaxed. When the linking number is less than the standard linking number is less than standard linking number, the DNA is said to be negatively supercoiled. अब ये DNA कैसा हो जाएगा, negatively supercoiled, negatively supercoiled, supercoiled. And if you are going to increase the linking number अगर इंक्रीज हो जाता है LK नॉट से ज्यादा हो जाता है, ठीक है, इससे ज्यादा हो जाता है, then it is said to be positively supercoiled, positively supercoiled, supercoiled. तो ये कंडीशन है। तो अगर मैं डेल्टा LK निकालूंगा तो डेल्टा LK इस केस में नेगेटिव सुपरकॉइल में नेगेटिव आएगा, बिकॉज मैं LK में से LK नॉट को माइनस करूंगा, LK नॉट की वैल्यू ज्यादा है, तो हेयर द वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू नेगेटिव। हेयर द डेल्टा LK at this particular point will be equivalent to 0. Here the delta LK will be equivalent to greater than 0. Here the delta LK will be less than 0. Delta LK की वैल्यू less than 0. Any doubt, any problem, you can just ask me your question. In order to understand this, you can just think of the 3 different category of student in your class. The three different categories of student in any academic lecture or in any academic class are: first category, who always take tension. एक पहली कैटेगरी वाले स्टूडेंट होते हैं जो हमेशा टेंशन में ही मरे जाते हैं, भाई लॉकडाउन खत्म हो जाएगा, एग्जाम आ जाएंगे, भाई फेल हो जाएंगे अब की बार तो, ठीक है पढ़ लेते हैं यार, फेल होने वाले हैं हम तो गए मरने वाले. This is referred to as positively supercoiling. You are taking too much amount of tension. This is called positive supercoiling. In the case of positive supercoiling, the linking number is always greater than the LK naught. स्टैंडर्ड लिंकिंग नंबर से ज्यादा लिंकिंग नंबर है, ज्यादा कॉइलिंग है इनके अंदर, देन इट इज सेड टू बी पॉजिटिवली सुपरकॉइल्ड. दूसरे स्टूडेंट होते हैं जो बोलते हैं अरे यार जिंदगी भर लॉकडाउन ही लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, कोरोना वायरस ही चलता रहेगा, पूरी दुनिया खत्म होने वाली है, ठीक है तो इसकी वजह से कुछ होगा ही नहीं भाई, एग्जाम होने ही नहीं है, ऐसे ही पास हो जाएंगे अपन लोग, काय को टेंशन लेनी, ठीक है. तो दिस इज रेफर टू एज द वन विच हैज नो टेंशन, इज सेड टू बी नेगेटिवली सुपर कॉइल्ड. And the third type of student are referred to as relaxed. Those who are relaxed, they are not even too positively supercoiled, not even too negatively supercoiled. ये उतना पढ़ लेते हैं जैसे 10.5 number of base pair means you have to study daily 10.5 hours. If you are studying 10.5 hours, you are at relaxed DNA. Your DNA is going to be relaxed. If you are studying more than 10.5 hours, you are positively supercoiled. You are taking too much amount of tension. If you are taking your studies very lightly, less than 10.5 number of base pair per helix, you are negatively supercoiled. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से ये प्रोसेस चलता है. यहां पर देखिए पॉजिटिव सुपरकॉइलिंग और नेगेटिव सुपरकॉइलिंग को समझने का मतलब यही होता है कि एक डीएनए जो जिसके अंदर लिंकिंग नंबर जो है बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है स्टैंडर्ड लिंकिंग नंबर से, तब हम इसे बोल देते हैं पॉजिटिवली सुपरकॉइल, और जब ये कम हो रहा है स्टैंडर्ड लिंकिंग नंबर से, तब इसे हम बोल देते हैं नेगेटिवली सुपरकॉइल्ड डीएनए मॉलिक्यूल.
Significantly greater than 0, the DNA is positively supercoiled.
See, it is all about the linking difference. लिंकिंग डिफरेंस ही सब कुछ मैटर करता है. अगर लिंकिंग डिफरेंस की वैल्यू एल के की वैल्यू डेल्टा एल के की वैल्यू 0 से ज्यादा आ जाती है, यानी कि अगर मैं डेल्टा एल के को कैलकुलेट करता हूं एंड दिस डेल्टा एल के इक्वल्स टू एल के माइनस एल के नॉट, if this value comes out to be equivalent to 0, that means both of the LK and LK naught are equal. They will be both equal to each other. When they will be both equal to each other, the DNA is relaxed. DNA is relaxed. And what is going to happen? If LK value is going to be less than LK naught, then what is going to happen? You are going to get a value which would be present in negative. Such type of DNA is said to be negatively supercoiled. Negatively supercoiled. Okay. In the third case, when you get the value of delta LK minus LK naught greater than 0, that is in positive value, you says that the DNA is positively supercoiled. Positively supercoiled. This is positively supercoiling of the DNA. Now there comes another terms that is referred to as supercoiled DNA, and there will be coming another term that would be called as superhelical density. We would be looking at the superhelical density, how the superhelical density of the DNA varies. Okay, moving forward.
CCC DNA from both bacteria and eukaryotes are usually negatively supercoiled. Negative supercoils can be thought of as a store of free energy.
Now, the DNA in the case of living organisms, supercoiling in the DNA in the case of living organisms can be of two different types. One, it could be positively supercoiling, and another it could be negative supercoil. These are the two different types of supercoiling. एक हो सकती है बेटा पॉजिटिव सुपरकॉइलिंग और एक हो सकता है नेगेटिव सुपरकॉइलिंग. In the case of positive supercoiling, what is going to happen? Positive supercoiling makes the DNA compact. Makes DNA compact. DNA compact. It is present in thermophiles Example, it is present in the case of thermophiles. Thermophiles means those which survive at harsh environmental condition. Then there is another type of supercoiling that is called as negative supercoiling. What happens in the case of negative supercoiling? In the case of negative supercoiling, this is positive supercoiling. In the case of negative supercoiling, makes DNA relaxed, makes DNA open or more relaxed, रिलैक्स से भी ज्यादा रिलैक्स कर देता है, तो वो नेगेटिव सुपरकॉइलिंग है. इट इज प्रेजेंट इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल यूकैरियोट्स exception along with the euchromatin region. In the case of euchromatin region, the DNA is much more negatively supercoiled. That means the two strand could be effectively separated from each other. दोनों strand आराम से separate हो सकते हैं, इसलिए DNA negatively supercoiled होता है. ठीक है. Now there is a terminology that has to be known to you, and that is referred to as sigma. Sigma refers to superhelical density, already given in Pathfinder as well as in Watson. Superhelical density is being written as delta LK divided by LK naught. This is being written as LK minus LK naught divided by LK naught. ये है सुपर हेलिकल डेंसिटी. अब देखिए, अगर पिछले वाला क्वेश्चन आपको याद है, एल के नॉट की वैल्यू कितनी थी? इन द लास्ट क्वेश्चन द वैल्यू ऑफ एल के नॉट वाज इक्वल टू 36. नाउ द वैल्यू ऑफ एल के इज 32. देन can you calculate the superhelical density? The value of superhelical density becomes delta LK divided by LK naught. ये क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, ठीक है, CSIR में, तो आपको ध्यान रखने हैं क्वेश्चंस के बारे में. LK minus LK naught. So what is LK? 32 minus 36 divided by LK naught. What is LK naught? Divided by 36. So this becomes equivalent to minus 4 divided by 36. Okay, just calculate it out and let me be known the answer. 9 4s is 36. So this is equals to 1 divided by 9. So the value of superhelical density, please write in the chat box. Just write in the chat box. Okay, so this DNA which has reached a linking number equals to 32 has now become negatively supercoiled. ये DNA कैसा बन चुका है? ये DNA बन चुका है negatively supercoiled. The value is 0.1 negative. So it is hence DNA is 1% negatively supercoiled. 1% negatively supercoiled. This is how calculation is being done. इस प्रकार से कैलकुलेशंस को किया जाता है. दिस इज हाउ कैलकुलेशन इज बीइंग डन. So we are now going to move forward and understand the concept on a much more clearer session.
And eukaryotes are usually negatively supercoiled. Negative supercoils can be thought of as a store of free energy that aids in strand separation for processes such as DNA replication and transcription. When right-handed interwound turns in the DNA are relaxed, the twist number decreases and the DNA unwinds. Ask yourself, under what conditions might an organism need positively supercoiled DNA?
Now, in what condition will an organism need a positively supercoiled DNA? An organism thriving in harsh environmental condition will always need a positively supercoiled DNA, and an organism having high rate of transcription of genes will always require a negatively supercoiled DNA molecule. Moving forward.
DNA molecules with the same sequence and length but different linking numbers are called DNA topoisomers.
Now see, DNA molecules with the same sequence and length. There are two DNA molecules, they have the same sequence, they have the same length, and now you must be able to differentiate between them on the basis of their linking number. See here the linking number is 32 and here the linking number is 36. So both of these differs from each other on the basis of their linking number. Okay, so we have to differentiate in between these DNA molecules of having the 32 and the 36 linking number as topoisomers. Okay,
Since they differ only in topology. Topoisomerases are enzymes that change the linking number of a DNA molecule.
okay, so the enzymes that causes the change in the topology of the DNA molecule from one form to the other are called as topoisomerases. जो एंजाइम डीएनए की टोपोलॉजी को चेंज कर देते हैं, एक फॉर्म से दूसरी फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, ऐसे एंजाइम्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Such type of enzymes are commonly referred to as topoisomerases. Now, in order to understand this particular concept of the action of topoisomerases, before we move forward in topoisomerases, we must attempt a particular question of the same. So I'm just designing a question for you all. Now, supposingly I'm writing a question in front of you, please, okay, try to answer the particular question which I am providing in front of you so that you can practice the things. Question number 1. If a dsDNA has 378 base pair in itself and has LK value equal to 32, predict type of supercoiling as well as the value of superhelical density. Superhelical density. Can you calculate this out? क्या आप इन दोनों चीजों को कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो? क्या आप इन दोनों चीजों को समझ सकते हो? Let us solve the question. So now we can calculate the value of the supercoiling by calculating the value of LK naught. We have calculated LK naught being equal to number of base pair divided by 10.5. So here we get LK naught equal to 36. When we get the LK naught equal to 36, calculate the delta LK. The value of delta LK equal to LK minus LK naught. डेल्टा एल के की वैल्यू अगर मेरे को कैलकुलेट करनी है तो एल के में से एल के नॉट माइनस किया, माइनस का 4 आ गया, एंड कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस सिग्मा इक्वल्स टू डेल्टा एल के डिवाइडेड बाय एल के नॉट. ओके, दिस डेल्टा एल के इक्वल्स टू -4. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय एल के नॉट? दैट इज इक्वल टू 36. 4 divided by 36 equals to -1/9, the previous question that I have told you. Okay, so this is how such type of questions can be effectively solved, and this would be equal to -0.1, again 0.1%, that is 1% negatively supercoiled. Okay, you can change the values also and you will get different types of results. Okay, moving forward. So this is how the calculations can be made. We would be talking about the activity of the topoisomerases in our next lecture, and so I would be meeting you tomorrow at the same timing of our class. So that's all for today. Hope you have enjoyed your lecture. Still, if you have any question, please do write in the chat box, in the group, or in the comment section. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Good night and bye-bye.